Hello again, it's Joey John McGuire. I'm in the Oyster Rooms, Office 1, Wetherspoons Pub, first floor, up the escalator, up above the Fulham Broadway Underground Station. Nice and busy in here, good mix, and a nice autumnal day. About to recite my latest poem, done in the early hours of this morning. It's called Losing Touch. A little bit political, this one. Losing touch. And it's a long one. Let's get ready for it. Losing touch. Where once the pace of things saw most able to keep up, when living was a wholesome pleasure, giving time for respite, allowing us to enjoy simple pursuits like happiness, and even sufficient space to sort out any sadness affecting and obstructing our life journeys. Now things have advanced from what could be described as a snail's pace to a boat's sprint. 2 generations, that's all it's taken to see the world shrink to a size unrecognizable to our grandparents. Technology, with its sudden surge, creating a tsunami, a tidal wave of progress that sees us drive towards human perfection, with the media reporting miracles made in science on almost a daily basis, which in turn has created trillionaires out of meager billionaires, with the most extraordinary individuals fulfilling dreams gleaned from the glossy sci-fi comics of their childhoods. Obscene wealth has created walled ghettos with tall iron gates to restrict entrance. Only those names on the list are allowed in, creating the them and us culture that since man's arrival has caused revolution after revolution and misery across the planet. The human sacrifice spanning decades is being airbrushed from the annals of history. The many trials and tribulations of our ancestors pigeonholed on the dusty shelves of the past, left to rot and be forgotten. For ordinary Joe public, opportunity has been stifled by the rising spike of nepotism, zero contracts putting an end to jobs for life, proper jobs with proper contracts now unavailable to the masses, employment now a luxury for everyone, for which everyone must kowtow. It's like we're all being throttled into submission, an exercise to ensure none of us would even think to protest or complain again. With half the world on the road to starvation, millions upon millions only 1 week's pay away from bankruptcy and homelessness, survival takes the place of living, which explains why knife in the back stabbings are on the increase in the workplace, which in turn sees family units being broken down by the merciless hatchet being wielded in this new era of survival of the fittest. For the masses, the future looks bleak. The gap between rich and poor widens, leaving no time to sit on the laurels of reflection. Life has moved from the gentle meander of the country lanes to the fast-moving outside lane of the monotonous motorway. We're all on a soulless journey, and we'd better hang on tight, as things don't promise to get any better. I predict a multiple pileup is lurking just ahead, and we're all driving in the bloody fog. If you've got a garden, now is the time to do some forward planning. Change its use to an allotment. If you've only got a window box, then plant some flower seeds. At least then, when you're confined to barracks, mentally ill and surviving in a lonely bedsit, jobless and physically exhausted, with your batteries completely drained, you can take solace in their sweet fragrance as you remember how it used to be, with time to reminisce over life's simple pleasures that can now only be found on that long forgotten road which has become our past. Joe Maguire questioning whether or not things are changing for the better. Joe Maguire.